Okay, we just left there. Sorry, I was so off track. I need to remember what the fuck I was doing.
It's Mr. Terrific. It's not Icon.
You would know more than me, dude. I've never been really huge into DC, and I wish I was.
No,
after watching the Justice League show,
they're both obscure heroes.
I know, but after watching the Justice League show, I'm like, dude, I should like deep dive.
Oh, dude,
like,
just wait. Just wait.
Characters, like, especially that first episode of season 2 of Justice League. Let's talk about that a little bit. Fuck, dude, what a strong fucking pilot episode of that season. Holy shit. Like, obviously it's not a pilot to the show, but like just to kick off that season, that episode alone might be stronger than any other, like, okay, where am I supposed to go? Here, you take over while I talk about that. Okay. Sorry. But no, dude, that episode to kick off season 2 of the Justice League, dude, it was so fucking good. And like, I felt like it was actually really well written too. Like, it made Superman feel powerful. It made the threat feel like it actually had some sort of like stance to take down Superman. Like the plot and the way that episode unfolded. And then even the scenario, like you were telling me that the episode that was made there was season 2 in episode 1. That was the reason why Superman behaves the way he does in that episode is because of the events that happened in Superman the animated series and the way that show ended, which by the way, I have not watched that since I was a kid. I definitely didn't finish it because from what Brad told me, I did not think the show ended that dark with Superman's character where it's like, what the fuck? Like, I won't spoil it, but just the actions that Superman makes in that episode, it makes a lot of sense because there was a lot of like backstory to the villain and Superman in that episode in particular that really made Superman's character look really bad to the public eye. And I think it was the first time you actually saw Superman, at least for me, I was like, it was the first time I felt like I saw Superman kind of like break his mold in a way, or get out of his shell in a way of like, he's not always like the good guy, you know? Like he was like kind of a bit like cynical in that episode because of what that villain did to him in the animated series. And it made Superman more interesting to me, actually. For Bruce to be like the voice of reason in that episode was actually fucking incredible to see. Like, dude, and I'm sitting here saying this because the first season I was like, yeah, it's good. Like there's a couple episodes there in the first season of the Justice League where I was like, it's all right. Like it makes me wish that I was like more into the DC universe than I was when I was a kid. I was way more into Marvel.
Yeah, the thing about DC is like all the animated
go to
stuff.
Remote, Batmobile, hold down on the D-pad.
Right.
Go down, and then just inch the Batmobile. Oh, it's stuck. What the fuck?
What if I
shoot it? Yeah. There it goes. I was like, what the fuck? There you go.
Yeah, the thing about
probably let it go. Yeah, there you go.
DC is that all their animated stuff is amazing, but they just kind of, if it's not Batman, they just fall short as far as live action is concerned.
I agree. That's why it's like there's potential with the James Gunn universe to like really make these characters all feel good. Like the problem with the Justice League films is that I feel like in some way, like the only character I really liked was Superman. They fucked Batman up. I didn't really care about the Flash. I didn't care about Cyborg. They tried to get me to care. Wonder Woman I felt like was miscast.
I don't know if I agree with that.
With Wonder Woman?
Yeah, I think she was fine.
I mean, she looks the part. She doesn't sound like Wonder Woman to me. Like her demeanor doesn't match what I would imagine Wonder Woman to be.
Okay, what is the point of this? Oh, can I
go through the floor? Great. There you go. Yeah, you're on it.
Come on.
Boom. But just as like a whole, like I hope that they're somehow able to make these characters feel like they stand on their own individually, but can make them work together as a team. Somehow they magically got that to work in the Avengers. And like, I just think that we were really like spoiled with especially Infinity War.
Oh. I didn't realize
especially with Infinity War and Endgame. Like, when's the last time you watched those 2 films, dude?
Since they came out.
Dude, we should watch them again.
If you guys want to see us watch it,
We should watch them again, though. Like,
I'm down. It's been a long enough time.
Those are 2 films, going back to what you were saying. I know you're doing a lot of shit right now, but...
No, you're good. I'm...
Going back to what he was saying about juggling a lot of characters, dude, those films execute that so fucking well. Granted, it's like you said, let them build that where they have their own individual films with not a whole lot going on in them to let the audience get to know these characters. Like, you definitely need to know.
What the fuck?
Is it not plugged in? All right, so, is it charging?
Yes.
All right, going back to what I was just saying, though. So, let these characters breathe in their own films. You know, get that development in their own films. That way, when we get to the Avengers film, we already know the characters enough to understand their motives in one way or another. But those films, Infinity War and Endgame in particular, just balanced all those characters and were so, like, I feel like the writing in those films, like, there was so much care behind each character that they wrote the lines for, that it felt like that's exactly what that character would say, you know? And I just hope that they can, it was a miracle they were able to pull that off, and I just hope they can do it again with the Justice League film in the future. Like,
absolutely. Like, the thing is all the more reason why I feel as if each hero needs their independent film is, like, you need to know how, like, their demeanor, their mentality, like, who they are as a character and as a person is, and have that come across on screen, and how they handle these situations and interactions, so that when there's either, like, okay, we're unified as a team under the same mentality and the same way of thinking, that comes across because you understand more about the character. And when there's conflict between the group, you understand why, because you've established how these characters think and handle situations, where, like, this conflict doesn't feel forced. No, this feels like warranted because you know how this character thinks, you know how they act, you know how they approach situations. Instead of just like, oh, I'm hot girl, I'm gonna go hit some shit. Hot girl, that's a bad idea. Fuck you, Superman.
Right, and there's no context behind the character. Right, like, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like, okay, like, let's say something comes across with with the Thanagarians. Okay, let's say something comes across with, like, the Thanagarians and Hawk Girl, and she's like, oh, like, you know, this, like, let's say Hawk Girl is an aggressive character in Justice League, so I think of her as such. So, like, let's say she's being, like, very, like rash or whatever in a situation. And he's like, like, why are you so, like this or whatever? It's like, okay, you don't know the backstory of, like, this person, like, wronged her people or whatever. You have to switch to the Batmobile to raise it up.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like, you need the context of why these characters like this. So when, like, yeah, like, any given situation where there's, like, opposition between, like, internally or externally, like, it feels justified. I'm really glad we haven't seen the threat yet. We've seen all the heroes that are involved in the show, or the movie, but we haven't seen what they're up against.
Yeah, well, you're talking about the Superman movie?
Yes.
I know, well, we know Lex Luthor is somehow involved, but right,
Sure.
He's not going to be, like, I don't know, I feel like he's not going to be, like, they haven't spoiled exactly what's going on.
Yeah, he's not, like, it's not like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson comes out as like, I'm
oh my
fucking...
God, I mean, they were fucking close to doing that with Black Adam.
Yeah, as like Black Adam comes out as like, yeah, like I'm a bad guy, or whatever. So I mean, Luthor could be a part of it. Like let's say Luthor is a threat. The place my brain goes if Luthor's a problem here is cloning Superman, and like maybe Bizarro's involved, but I severely doubt that that's gonna be like the threat at hand.
Yeah.
So, you know, Luthor might be a fraction. I'm really trying to sift through my brain right now to see what...
Like what... Because you do see that shot where it's like Lois and him in the building, and then you see something kind of floating in the sky in the distance while they're talking. You get that one shot in the trailer, and everyone's like, is that Brainiac? Or, like, what is that?
I feel like that's... Okay.
Or, no, you do get a shot of a villain.
I'll have to look back at this.
I think it's... Oh, God, I don't know enough about DC.
I
Metamorpho?
I haven't watched.
Is that a villain?
Full... Are you thinking of Metallo?
No, like meta something. He's like half purple, half something else.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. I can't remember his name. You might be right. That might be his name.
I think he's in the fucking trailer. Once again, you just get shots, though. You don't really know what the fuck's going on. Granted, it's a teaser, but hopefully they keep it vague all the way up till the movie gets released. That way you can...
I really hope it's not Brainiac. As much as Brainiac would be really cool for Superman and to, like, see that, because I don't know if we've gotten a live-action Brainiac, have we?
I don't think... Shit. You would know more than me, dude. I know they have those 80s movies.
I don't think we have. I would be fine with that, but that would be all the more reason to pull back the other actors. Why Mr. Terrific should not be in there. Hawkgirl should not be in there. Kyle Rayner should not be in there. Because I feel like if, let's say Brainiac is the hypothetical villain,
yeah,
that would follow the first 3 episodes of Superman the Animated Series really lovely. And I was actually going to make a video about this on Crouch Block. How the first 3 episodes of Superman are so good, The Last Son of Krypton Part 1, 2, and 3, that it could be its own movie. But, you know, I don't think if Brainiac was involved, I don't think that would warrant Hawkgirl or any of the others. So it has to be a big enough threat, which Brainiac is, but it feels so Superman coded that I don't know if I'd want that.
Yeah. You just feel like it's generic to choose that villain, or?
No, I just think that it should, like, if Brainiac is the threat, it should just be for Superman.
Okay, so no one else involved.
Exactly. So it's just getting me thinking, I was like, oh, okay, like, what warrants these other heroes? And then, like, are we gonna see more faces? Are we gonna get a Flash? Are we gonna get a, Cyborg? Are we gonna get a Batman? I don't know. I mean, we're getting fucking crypto, dude.
Dude, I know, and I'm actually super hyped about that. I actually think that's fucking sick.
You might have to drive back.
Do I?
I could be wrong.
Fuck, I hope not.
Fly back if you will. Do as you must, boy. I know, I really enjoy gliding as well. So.
I mean, I like driving too, but... fucking, can I just call the Batmobile right here?
Superman the Animated Series.
Damn it.
I'm actually such a fan of. Like, there's...
I need to watch it after what you told me about the show. I do need to watch it.
Bro, there's such a good moment.
Where's the Batmobile?
There's another good moment that informs what happens in Justice League, too. Like, something Lex says. He's like, he's talking about Brainiac. Because Brainiac is, it's like his first showing back on Earth. And he's like, you know, it's LexCorp that has, like, contacted the heavens. It's LexCorp that has, come in contact with Brainiac. It's LexCorp this, that, and the third.
Right.
And he's like, he's talking with the government. He's like, you know, he could have military capabilities or, like, this, that, and the third. He's like, and he could even have, like, a cure for cancer or whatever. And that comes up. And, like, dude, there's these little nuggets. So you have to get on the platform, and there's a button just to the left.
Oh, okay. I'm like, dude, what the fuck am I doing? I see
you
it
have to get out of the back.
I see it. Hold on.
Dude, there's just these little nuggets that come back in Justice League in such, like, a significant way, where, like, in the moment it doesn't really matter, but it just contextualizes things a little bit more, like, in such minor ways. But it's these cool little nods to the show that they're from, and I'm just like, oh, I'm so DC coded. I'm sorry, Marvel fans. I love Marvel. I have such a lot, like, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, which is actually like a sleeper hit show. Okay, how many times are we gonna get that shot? I get it was a cool shot.
I know, yeah, they keep doing it. It is a good way to like, if they're trying to render something, it's a good way to zoom in on the wheels so the rest of the cutscene can load.
Yeah, that's true.
Like a fake loading screen.
But also, it's like the camera shift where, like, instead of being like the gameplay camera, it, like, shifts to, like, a more cinematic pullback. So I get it, but also, yeah, like, how many times are we gonna reuse this shot?
Wait, what am I supposed to do now?
I think you can just get out of here.
I don't think I can. It won't let me drive back.
Is there other people we need to rescue?
Why do I feel so stupid right now? What am I... Stop Scarecrow from... Okay. So do I need to drive this guy back up here?
Yeah.
We're running out of time.
You're not gonna like this. There's only one entrance, and it's been sealed from the inside.
Okay.
What about the service tunnel?
It runs behind the main wall of the facility. I've sent you the location. What are
We've
you
been
going
just
to
going
do?
on a rant about the
Improvise.
fucking DC universe that I've been not really paying attention.
I am
honestly,
so
to the
for
fucking...
I am a massive DC fan. So yeah, we have to drop the. No, you need the Batmobile. You have to drop the ramp so it ramps up to here.
Oh, up here, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me get back in the Batmobile and move that out of the way.
Well, you could just grapnel up to.
Yeah, but don't I need the ramp right here?
Yes.
That's it. Yeah,
You are
Let me
correct.
just get the fuck out of this, and then yeah.
Yeah, I'm so DC coded,
Whoops,
but
didn't mean to do that.
I mean, I did watch all the old Marvel shows from the past. Like, you know, I'm a big X-Men fan. I am like a big Avengers fan. Earth's Mightiest Heroes was really solid. I don't know if you've ever watched that.
No, I have not.
It's pretty good. It has some pretty good moments. Like it goes into like the Skrulls. It does like really good work for Hulk and like really good character chemistry between characters. Like Cap and Hulk have really good moments. It does Iron Man really well.
Yeah, I want to watch Planet Hulk. I heard that's actually pretty good.
I also have not watched it. There's like other like extraneous like animated stuff with the Avengers. Like there's Avengers movies and stuff. Yeah, you could just drop it there.
I
That's
was gonna say,
fine.
is that fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
It
Doesn't have to be like spot on.
Yeah, dude, like, I heard Planet Hulk's really good. I wanted to watch that. I don't know. I like Marvel a lot. You know, I know it's super popular, and I know that Marvel right at the moment is kind of fucking stupid and hasn't been really hitting, besides maybe Deadpool and Wolverine. But as a whole, like, the comics and, like, dude, I think there's so many characters they could bring into the MCU that they haven't, that I just think are dope. Like, fucking... Well, they're going to finally do it with Daredevil Born Again, which I'm very excited about that.
Hell
Same
yeah.
with Punisher. Punisher's fucking dope. So, there's two of those heroes I'm talking about. But, dude, Ghost Rider. I fucking love Ghost Rider. No one
True.
talks about him, and I think he's a dope-ass fucking hero, dude. He's technically like an anti-hero, but I think he's fucking cool, dude.
The second movie came
You
out
take over now.
on my birthday. And I was just like, I'm not watching this. This is gonna be garbage.
I low-key kind of like the first movie, though. Like,
The
I know
first
it's
movie
kind of
was-
cheesy,
I had a
but
good time with the first
I
movie.
fucking liked it.
Oh, where?
I just think Ghost Rider's a
think
cool
I-
hero, though, dude. Like, I think they should do more with him. And they haven't.
I agree.
You know, I know he's, like, got the potential to be, like, damn near fucking, like, a game-changing hero with his abilities, but I'm like, you can still bring him in and be pretty cool. It's cool they're finally bringing the Fantastic Four. I am very hyped about that. That's another thing I'm like, dude,
gonna watch that.
like, I think fucking Marvel's cool. I'm kind of with you, though. Like, I do think DC deserves more love. 100%. Besides Batman.